All right.
Well,
All
goodbye,
right.
Napoleon.
Goodbye.
Behave yourself.
What the hell?
That's Scratch. Do you want to say hi to Scratch?
Oh my God!
Hello.
Is that the Lord Lord
I
Scratch?
can't hear him.
It is. Yeah, oh, he can't hear you. Let me take out the headphone. Can you? You can talk to him. Yeah.
All praise Lord Evil Scratch.
Well, thank you.
I'm
right.
bowing down right now, but you can't hear that.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So he's going out to collect some souls right now. So
Yes, at the grocery store.
a lot of
There's
souls.
plenty there.
and some chocolate and maybe a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, they go well together. It's a good combo.
They
It
do.
is. It is. So, okay. Well, I'll see you
I'll see
later.
you later.
All right.
You guys have a good time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I got the headphones back in now. Okay. Cool.
Don't be scared now, but it looks like you just wandered straight into U-Mind country. That's U-Mind, short for unaffiliated mind games, and you ain't never gonna be the same again. Brace yourself. It's time for a red-hot truth injection. Oh yeah! That's right, bitch. We're rounding up the sheeple and shaking them awake. You mind? Too damn bad. We're gonna set fire to the wool over your eyes. Feel the burn, baby. Hot damn. We're toppling the lies of the mainstream media one by one. Woo-wee. Watch them bad boys fall. Hey, Universe A. This is Universe B calling, and we're gonna tear you a new one. You mind?
Okay. Hi, guys. It's me, Napoleon Doom. It's pretty much always me. So we're here tonight with Nick the Rat. Hi, Nick.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So I've been interviewing a lot of sentient animals and shapeshifters lately, which is fun. Now you yourself, you're a talking rat who runs a paranormal podcast.
Yes, I am. I'm actually not only am I a rat, I'm a cartoon rat, which is a little bit strange because I'm in the real world and all. But yeah, I'm a talking sentient cartoon paranormal podcast rodent.
That's fantastic. I am a big fan of cartoon rats. Ever since I saw The Great Mouse Detective in '86, just Ratigan stole my heart. And
He was a big cutie, that guy.
He was. He's dreamy. Yeah. But though I do think that maybe they portrayed him a little unfairly. But we'll get to that. So a lot of the reason I started this podcast was to communicate with non-human entities and give them a platform. Yeah. And sort of show that, we're not so different, the humans and those who are non-human. There's a real prejudice. Have you noticed that? But humans are very species phobic.
Yeah, whenever I enter a room, everybody screams. I don't know if it's because they love me or hate me. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that's unhealthy. I just I feel like now is the time to open the channel for healthy discussion, and that's what we're trying to do here. For instance, both of us enjoy sort of a subterranean living situation. I broadcast from the bowels of hell, and you work out of a sewer.
I broadcast from the bowels of New York City,
Yay! Well,
which is like hell. So
Oh, well, that's nice. I have not been. I've been to the airport there, LaGuardia. I haven't been to New York proper.
You're maybe missing out. I don't know. I maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I do well in hellish environments, so it might be fun. But
So then you're missing out then, because it's definitely very hellish. So.
oh, well, that's good. So I understand that you just got back from Ireland.
Oh yeah, I had a sneak on Aer Lingus, which sounds like another word.
Oh my!
And it was quite the flight. Watched a lot of movies on there, and Ireland. It was a great place, and most people didn't scream when they see me. I didn't know if it was because they're drunk or if rats are like friendly there. I'm not too sure.
Oh, that's very interesting. Wow. So you would say that the Irish have a little more healthy relationship with rat culture.
Yeah, I think they're not as can you curse on this podcast?
Oh, yes, as much as you like.
I don't think the Irish are as big pussies as the Americans are. Perhaps maybe that was it.
Yeah, I have noticed a rise in pussydom in the U.S. recently. It's a bit disturbing. Yeah, I'm not sure how one would combat that. So.
With dictums.
Dictums.
It's just they're like pool noodles.
Oh, my. So where does one get a dictum?
Dicks are us.
Dicks are us.
I think they closed that down recently, though.
Oh, well, that's a shame. It sounds like a lovely place. So
it was cool. I was there a few times.
Oh, very nice. Well, while you were in Ireland, your friend Zindu hosted your show, and that was nice. He's a very charming, sophisticated fellow, superb taste in music.
And the best part about him is he doesn't know how to he doesn't know about money very much, so I don't really pay him very much.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks he's getting paid a lot, so that's always helpful. I think on Oktar they don't teach about economics. That's the planet he's from.
Mm-hmm. Oktaria, yeah. So he's an Oktarian. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah.
He's Zindu from Oktar.
Wow.
He did a pretty good show. He was playing classical music. I
noticed
think
that.
I don't know if it's I don't know. Maybe he's got more taste than I give him credit for. I don't know.
Yeah. That was interesting to discover that side of him. And he has a disdain for human culture, which he and I share, except for the easy women, and that's just so refreshing and relatable.
This is true. He does the news for me usually, and it's filled with curses, and he doesn't really seem to understand humanity very well, which I kind of get. I kind of get that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that humanity can be understood, so it's a conundrum, really. But yeah. I tend not to associate. You may have noticed most of my guests tend to be non-human. I tend to get along with the populations outside my own. I'm tentatively human. So the mayonnaise was plentiful in Ireland, I hear.
There was more mayo than I could taste. I don't know. There's walls. There was mayo everywhere. Like there was no ketchup. There was no mustard. There was just mayonnaise. Walls of it everywhere.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It was pretty slippery.
Wow, that's interesting. So it's not just a condiment there. It's so much more.
I guess so. It was everywhere. Like I saw a jar of mayo next to a guy with a pet goat. He was just outside with a pet goat. And he had like a jug of mayo with him. I don't know what that was all about, but it was there.
Yeah, well.
I got pictures to prove it, too.
I've been looking over a couple of your pictures. They're very interesting. I had no idea that Ireland was such a wealth of mayonnaise. It's wonderful.
It's probably like a Europe thing. Ever since I saw that movie with the Quentin Tarantino and it was like the Royale with cheese or something. I think they talk about mayo there. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I myself have always liked French fries with mayonnaise, which in the U.S., that kind of shenanigan gets you publicly spanked.
Well, yeah, you're a freak. Where did you get the mayo and fries things from?
I think I picked it up in Belgium, but I don't remember exactly why I was in Belgium or when. So I
thought it might have been a health thing.
Oh, no. Yeah, we they're not big on mayo in hell. A lot of ketchup, which kind of creeps me out. I'm not a ketchup fan. It's no. It's just icky to me. But hellish cooking is it's an acquired taste and one that I've not yet acquired. So I get a lot of takeout. Luckily, they DoorDash and all those they do deliver to hell. So you wouldn't think it. Yeah.
I'm going to sign up. That sounds like it. Do they dip fries in the souls of the dead, of the damned in hell?
Oh yeah. I mean predominantly that's the condiment of choice. around here.
That sounds good.
So, and I was listening to your podcast, and you raised the idea that plants also have souls as well.
I think they do. I think they do. We've reached the conclusion. On my podcast, we usually go into all weird subjects, and we were talking about first pet like animal spirits because you never really hear about that. So then I was like, hey, what about the plants?
That's true. That's true. So,
Very true.
yeah. No, we don't deal much with plants in hell. So yeah, I might just not have been in that department yet, though. I'm new.
I don't think plants could do anything wrong. What could a plant do to go to hell?
I don't know. I mean, there are the insect-eating plants like Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, things like that, and that, depending on where your stance is, could be wrong. But it would be kind of difficult, you know. So
Are there flies in hell?
oh yeah, there's plenty. We have a guy down here, Beelzebub. He kind of, yeah, he's a big fan. He's a little creepy, but you know, like how some people have pigeons or parrots. It's
Oh, he's got flies.
yeah, it's fun, you know. Everyone's got to have a hobby, right?
Flies. Sure. I guess it's a hobby.
Yeah, and they're cute in their own way. You know, Brundlefly, portrayed by Jeff Goldblum, had a certain endearing quality to him, and you know, that was. Yeah, have you seen the film The Fly?
I have probably watched it like 2 or 3 times because Jeff Goldblum, when he's like comes out of that thing naked, want to cover him in mayonnaise.
I know. He really just lends himself to that.
Yeah.
You are not alone in that fantasy, let me tell you. So
There's a fan club. It's a growing fan club.
I think that we probably should use this platform to communicate with other people out there who maybe feel alone in that fetish. So
Can I ask you a question?
you may.
How did you wind up in hell?
Okay, so it's a funny story. I was kind of dating a Sasquatch, and not so much dating her as pursuing her to try and use her to get my memories back. Sasquatches have healing capabilities, and I encountered one in the woods, and it you know, subsequently brought back a bunch of memories that I had lost. So I was pursuing this Sasquatch, and I made a deal with 2 Canadians who were roaming the woods, as Canadians do. And they wanted me to bring the Sasquatch back, and they had led me to their boss, who they said could make it happen. And basically, their boss had sort of persuaded me to sign a contract that would give me a bullet with a gun, a rifle with 60 silver bullets. And that those 60 silver bullets would hit whatever I aimed at, and whatever I killed he would claim the soul, and it would come back. And so I signed away my soul. Me being an atheist, I was just sort of like, well, you know, why not? Why not? And well, I guess I was wrong. You know, you hedge your bets, and so sometimes you wager wrong. But so anyway, it turns out that the devil is real, and I signed my soul away. And the things didn't work out with the Sasquatch, but
Oh man.
yeah, you know.
I was about to ask, like, what is? Did you get to cover the Squatch in mayo?
No, that would have been nice though. It would have been their coat would have been so silky and
shiny. Yeah, it would have been nice. Yeah. Damn.
I didn't get to do
Damn.
that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Though my unofficial girlfriend, Margot, down here, who's Old Scratch's daughter, I might see if she's into the mayo. It's something that to throw out there. Just, hey babe, I've got some mayo. You know?
Are you trying to get out of hell? Because I work with a lot of scientists up here that might have like some weird portal gun or something. I don't know. I might be able to help you.
You know, like initially, I didn't want to be in hell. And then Old Scratch kind of proposed that I become his apprentice. And I was like, sure, I mean, why not? I don't have anything better going on. And he still lets me run the podcast out of a studio down here.
Sweet.
Yeah, and
it's a good time.
Yeah, and this is the longest I've ever held a job. Before that was 6 months. So yeah,
Maybe you should maybe stay down there then. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking that it's better than retail or a lot of other things. That
Retail is hell too. If you ever.
Yeah. Well.
Worse than. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of people, and most of the people down here are dead. So it works out.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So, well, what are, aside from the mayonnaise, what are some of the biggest cultural differences that you noticed while you were abroad?
Let's see. They drive on the opposite side of the street, which you might have already heard about.
Yeah, I hear tale of this.
But have you ever heard that you could park in any direction on any side of the street?
Oh, no, I have not.
That was goddamn weird and a half, let me tell you, because you're driving on the right side because it's on the right side. Yeah, you're driving on the right side, but then there's cars left and right on the fucking parking side. You don't know where you are anymore. It was very strange, very strange.
Yeah. That seems like it would be kind of frustrating. We do have a neighbor around here in Hell who always has to park his car in backwards, and he always is like, "Oh, I'm a fireman. And I'm like, "Well, it's not a fire truck, my friend. It's a Toyota Tacoma." So, but yeah, he's and really, if you're a fireman, you're kind of in the wrong place. You might be redundant here, but
you're gonna be working forever. You can't. When do you go home?
I don't know. But, I try to be polite. And mostly being polite just means sucking it up and letting people abuse you, right?
Yeah, I'm all about that, too. Because good things come from that sometimes.
Yeah.
You never know what you'll get.
It's true. It really is. So, now, as I said, I have been just fascinated with talking rat since Ratigan. From The Great Mouse Detective, and he is just a suave, sophisticated gentleman, and you would think his distaste for the monarchy would resonate with American audiences, but instead I feel like that whole film was aimed towards shaming him for being a rat rather than the more socially acceptable mouse. How do you feel about that?
Well, me and the mice, well, they're smaller, so they're easier to pick on, It's kind of like, I think it might have to do with the whole bullying culture. Maybe that was the start of it back then. It was like, hey, these big rats, they're pushing around these little mice. We really don't push them around too much, though, unless they have like some chicken wings or something. We'll snatch that up from them right away. We're bigger than them.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true.
Survival of the fittest, no matter where you go. You know what it's like.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta do what you gotta do, especially if they're smaller than you.
It's true. So, and I heard that you had some run-ins with leprechauns, actually.
I don't know if I could talk about that legally on the air right now. We're still in some legal litigations.
Yes.
But I might have a pot of gold somewhere in the sewer right now. But don't tell it. Don't. Maybe you could edit that part out.
Oh yeah. Do you need me to edit that part out? I can't.
Maybe you could. Maybe.
I'll try. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to editing. So.
When I said pot of gold, I meant I have a bucket next to my bed that I go to the bathroom in.
Oh, see, there you go. That saves a lot of time.
I'm lazy too. I don't like getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. So.
Who does?
So.
So your dealings with mice, how do your cultures differ?
Well, okay. I don't really like to talk badly about mice.
Oh, go ahead.
They're stupid as fuck. They're the stupidest creatures ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you give them food, and they don't know what to do with it. Like they don't even eat. They just die. That's why they're so small. They would, if they just ate the food that you gave to them, they'd get bigger. But they don't really even eat.
Yeah, I actually I read a article about that where they had mentioned if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk and a crayon.
Exactly.
And it's like, eat the fucking cookie.
No,
But-
they won't do it because
No.
they're stupid, ignorant little jerks. Sorry, I'm getting a little hot.
No. It's okay. It's all right. I
I did
understand.
date a mouse once though.
Oh.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, what's that like?
It was they have a lot of whips and stuff. I don't know. They don't eat a lot, but they're very aggressive sometimes.
Oh.
But my mom told me I couldn't see her anymore. So, and then my mom ate her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I can tell that's a sensitive issue for you.
Okay, I'm feeling a little better now.
All right, you had to get that out. That's would your relationship with your mom is good otherwise?
Oh, she's so nice to me.
Oh, well, that's
I
good.
think
to
she's
hear.
listening right now. She's always listening.
Oh,
She doesn't let me do anything by myself.
well, that's such kind of a helicopter parent, I guess.
Yeah, she spins her tail around and do you ever hear like was it muck flinging that hippopotamuses do?
Oh yeah.
She flings poo all over the place.
Oh my.
My dad has to clean it up. It's
Mm.
quite the spectacle. Maybe we shouldn't talk about my mom right now. She might be listening.
Right.
I love you, Mom. I love you.
Hey, Mom. So, I'm not sure why humans give such preference to mice over rats. Like, Mickey Mouse is considered cute, but then, in keeping with the Disney... Oh, I'm sorry.
It's because, just like mice, humans are stupid.
Oh, it's true.
It's a bond of ignorance. It's kind of like magnets.
The ignorance unites them.
Yeah, like two empty brains they suck themselves together, sort of. It's like a weird attraction.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And rat brains are so big it repels the human brain. So what are you gonna do?
See, that would explain a lot. I mean, there's a lot of propaganda in the media that is anti-rat. Even like children's programming and Lady and the Tramp. There's a rat whose name it was Lester, by the way. They left that out of the script. They have a whole animated sequence where this cartoon rat is attacked. Attempted murder by two dogs. And it's played up as like, oh, well, good for you.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Having a freaking good time.
Yeah.
And the whole Black Plague thing, that really pisses me off. It wasn't rats, it was fleas.
That's
God damn it.
That's right. You gotta learn the vector of disease, guys. Come on.
I really wish I did kill all those people though, but it wasn't my people. It was the goddamn bugs.
Yeah. Jeez, that's really just upsetting to think that. I mean, to this day, you'll hear people making comments about the Black Plague, and it's really so hard to get rid of that bad press.
It really is.
Yeah, I should know. I mean, down here, one of my major things is marketing, and we have like 2,000 years of bad press, 2 millennia. And so we're trying to, represent sort of the lighter side of hell, the more approachable, friendly kind of hell. Right?
Well, have you ever met Pinhead down there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's so stylish.
He really is. Yeah. Fantastic. I'm not big on pain. So we don't hang out that much because he's always wanting to do things with my flesh, and I'm kind of like, no thanks. I would like to keep it on today if you don't mind. But yeah. But he's in the right place. If you want to practice that kind of stuff, there's no better place than hell, right?
I saw brochures for. He sent out some of these massage parlor brochures or something.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking about going down there and checking it out one day.
Well,
Skin is it's so sticky and stuff. I don't need it. Ugh.
I could see that. I could see that. But then you'd take a cuteness hit because the fuzziness, you'd lose that. And I don't know. So.
Well, in the dark, nobody knows that you're skinless.
That's true. That's a good point. Very interesting. So, but yeah, it's I do have to come back to the propaganda that humans spread again, and I know that there's a documentary blaming near all societal health problems on rats, and as you had said before, with the Black Plague, that it's fleas. There's a lot of other causes. Let's not immediately jump to rats. So, but you seem in good health,
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. It might either be because I'm a cartoon rat or because all the tequila. I'm not too sure if it's one or the other.
Right. Well, you're just keeping things in balance, right? So
you got it. It's always everything's all about balance. That's like why I was having that whole episode about plant spirits, because when plants die, they just can't just disappear. They need to be balanced out in the spirit world somewhere.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Yeah. So it's it does make you wonder though, like if plants have spirits, then why are my vegan friends so smug?
Smack them.
Like I might, So
just point them to the episode of my show. Then they'll have to eat sunlight.
That's right. Yeah. Just start working on that photosynthesis, kids.
You know it.
But no, there's actually a Russian model who claims that she eats only sunlight. Have you heard of her?
I think I did. And they were like following her around for a week, and she was like dying.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm fine. It's great.
Yeah. So it's But maybe it just doesn't work when the cameras are on. Maybe that upsets the photosynthesis.
The cameras are sucking in too much light. She needs 100% of it.
Yeah. And that might have been it. So, but who are we to judge? So if she wants to eat sunlight, more power to her.
Are you against that? Are you against people putting out stupid propaganda?
Usually. I get really frustrated with that kind of a thing. But I understand that people are looking for alternatives to health and so the sort of stuff. But yeah, it usually frustrates me a lot.
It doesn't frustrate me as long as the government doesn't back it.
Right.
If the government came out and was like, you know what, sunlight, go outside and eat today, then I'd be like, whoa. But if it's just some crazy person, then it's I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of. Have you ever heard of Jilly Juice?
Jilly Juice?
Yeah.
Is that like Jenkum? No, I'm not too sure.
No, well, Jilly Juice is basically a fermented cabbage juice or that you leave on your counter and you let ferment. And you fill with salt. I think it's something like 2 cups of salt or something like that. Well, the woman who promotes it, her name is Jillian, and she says, if you drink this, then you will cleanse your bowels and everything inside your system that is toxic, all the candida and that kind of thing will evacuate. And she actually has videos where she sifts through her feces and shows you particles of disease that she's found.
That sounds great. I gotta watch that.
It's highly entertaining if you're into that sort of a thing, I guess. So
one Jill, one jar.
Yeah. I was
because they do have a whole bunch of because you never know what is real or not. Like there was memes on the internet, like you gotta chug a gallon of soy sauce to like cleanse yourself, but that'll kill you.
Oh,
and there's a whole bunch of like weird. But then they have that other one. Like, you ever hear the lemon juice one? Like, you drink lemons and honey, and you do that for a week.
Oh God, Master Cleanse. Yeah.
Yeah, Master Cleanse. Like, is that legit?
You'll lose weight.
Well, see, but it won't kill you.
Yeah, I did do that actually.
You master cleanse.
I
Nice.
did for 3 days. Not because I wanted to get the toxicity out, just because I wanted to drop some weight for a photo shoot. But
Did it work?
Yeah. That's
All right,
surprisingly when you don't eat. The pounds fly off. So, who would have thought?
I know, but like they claim it's healthy because, well, it's not. You can't do it forever, of course, but. I don't know. See, there's a whole bunch of things out there that you would never even think about trying, unless
the internet.
Yeah, unless because there's a lot of people trying to shut down people from saying stupid stuff on the internet, which is, whatever. It's a corporation. They could stop whatever they want to stop, but
the thing is, you could hear somebody talking about it at the bank, and you might go like, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea." So.
We should do that. We should start going like into public places and talking like, "Oh yeah, I heard if you drink your feces, you'll lose 20 pounds." And,
start a movement.
A bowel movement.
Oh, there you go.
See what happens.
Why not? But humans are stupid, and I'm kind of the mind that if you see something like that and you don't bother to do any research on it and you do it to yourself, then there was a time when we held people accountable for that kind of a behavior. Like if you watch a Wile E. Coyote cartoon and you put spring shoes on and try to jump off a cliff and you die, nobody really says, "Oh, shame on Warner Brothers. How dare they?" Yeah. But now we've kind of gotten to a point where it's like, don't you know people can't be expected to take responsibility for their own actions?
And then they sue you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, think about when there were witches. They used to burn people. At least now we're not burning people. We're just suing them.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that might be worse.
It might be.
Yeah.
You're alive, but not really.
Right. Yeah. So being a wage slave, it's and surprisingly, student loans don't cool down on your ass when you go to hell.
And no, they don't. They follow you there.
No, they will. They'll show up right at the door and just be like, yeah, yeah.
That's scary. I thought hell was a good place. I was thinking about maybe I have some student loans. I could just go off over there and get away from them. But
oddly
I guess
enough,
not
no.
anymore.
No. I guess they figure that they're going to be going here anyway, so they may as well just, acclimate themselves. So, but yeah, student loans, just they keep on coming. So that's fun.
Are there doctors in hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hellish doctors are great.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I was watching, you see these commercials for these drugs, and they put a whole weird different name on the drug to sell it. Mm-hmm. It's like it might be, well, let's make it really simple and call it ibuprofen, but we're gonna call it something else, and they just rename the drug to something different.
Right.
It's weird.
It's insane.
And they don't even know if it works, and it gives you all these other side effects, but that's legal. But if you tell somebody to strap some spring shoes on and jump out your window, boy.
Yeah, it's all about evaluating risk in your life.
It's confusing. It's very confusing.
It is. There's no accountability anymore. So, but it's interesting. We're living in a very special time. So, and humanity being stupid as it is, that it's really sometimes fun to just sit back and watch the show, watch the spectacle of it all.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm trying to report on it every week. So I try to find the most strangest things to talk about, and dive deep into it, see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's fantastic. It really is inspiring to me, especially with, like we were talking about, all the negativity towards rats. To have a rat who's intellectually probing human society and asking humans.
There's a lot of people on the internet that like rats and probe us. There's there's quite a big rat society of people out there.
Yeah, I actually I had a rat when I was younger. It wasn't a pet. It just came in through my garage and would hang out with me. And yeah, Yeah, she was cool.
No, rats are like, actually, I had pet rats, which is kind of weird. Well, I'm a cartoon rat, but I've had real ones, and they're like little dogs.
Yeah, yeah. They're pretty cute.
They were very nice. They you could teach them to do little tricks, but they only live for about 2 to 3 years. So.
Oh, that's upsetting. So as a cartoon rat, you're immune to that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna live forever.
Oh, fantastic. That's good.
Like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever met him?
I did once. We gambled. We played some poker. He took me for all I had. I'm not talking to him anymore.
I hear he's a shark. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
not literally like with the gambling and stuff like that, though. That would be quite a plot twist if he was actually.
He's an actual shark.
Yeah, like Jabberjaw, something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, I hear he's big into the gambling, big into the drinking and the booze, but you know.
That was fun. We did get drunk together, but then he took all my money. Luckily, I didn't mess with him. He would have bitten my head off, I guess.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's never good. Never good. So
Always need head.
you try to keep it there. Yeah, it's bad things happen when you get rid of it. But yeah, I'm just really so happy to see interspecial representation in the podcasting community. So that's just great. I have heard though that you've had some trouble trying to get your message out on YouTube and Facebook. Do you feel that's specious or?
It is specious. The thing is, as I said earlier, they're corporations and they could do whatever they want on their own platform. They don't owe me anything. I didn't give them money. But on Facebook, they're like, Nick the Rat, that's not a real name. Get out of here.
Oh, jeez.
So I made, this might be kind of illegal, which I don't know if I should be admitting this right now, but it's over. It's fine. It's been
Nobody listens to this podcast.
Yeah, nobody knows what's going on. So I made in a fake identification. And I said I was from Pakistan, and I got a Pakistani guy's face, and I called him Nick the Rat, and I was like, that's me. And they let me back on for a day, and then they kicked me back off.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
But it's better to not be on Facebook, I think. And it's have your own website, host your own stuff.
Yeah.
Host your own.
That's really the best way to get around it. And Facebook has been infiltrated now by like aunties and grandmas and stuff like that, and so it's really not the free for all that it used to be, where you can just let it all hang out.
Nah, but I can't wait for the auntie grandmas. That's gonna be fun.
So one thing that I do find kind of annoying about Facebook, being an artist as you are as well, is when you have to advertise your art and stuff like that, and that you're expected to. It's not just the product that you put out; that you as a personality and all your beliefs and all your history have to align with the people who are buying it. In addition, yeah, and even to the point where like Walmart and Wendy's will hire people to make sassy comments on their Twitter and their Facebook so that they seem like real people who you want to engage with. And it's like, no, Walmart's not a person. It's
not. I met Walmart last week. I took her out for drinks.
Did you?
She was a big girl, but she was very friendly.
Well, there might be some women working under the street name Walmart. That's actually not a bad gimmick. So.
But yeah, it is. That's actually on social media. I used to get into like political and religious arguments, but for the past, I'd say, 50 years, I'm old.
Yeah.
For a long time now, I don't talk about politics or religion or anything at all really anymore, because everybody has their own opinion, and if they don't, if you talk to people that don't agree with your opinion, then they're not going to change their mind.
Right.
So it's like you're talking to yourself, and then they're talking to themselves, and then you could have been playing around with Walmart's boobs or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are they nice boobs? I've not seen Walmart's boobs yet.
They were. Let's just say I had enough mayonnaise to cover them up. So.
Well, that's good.
They were good after the fact.
Well, there you go. Mayonnaise will fix anything. Really, it will.
It really will.
That's wonderful. So yeah, I actually got in trouble on Tumblr for drawing boobs.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Though I took it as a compliment that they were realistic enough that there's the threat of someone becoming aroused or offended by their depiction. Because, I could have drawn them and they wouldn't have been recognizable as boobs and people would have kind of ignored it. So I was like, oh, well, good for me. So.
What is wrong with humans? Are they ashamed of their bodies that much? Like, what is it? I hate to go into religion or politics, but is it a religious thing or a political thing? Like, what is wrong with seeing a naked body?
I'm not sure. I think it dates back to the Victorians, though. This supposedly, and I don't think
Voltaire?
Yeah, maybe. There's no real first-hand accounts of it, but supposedly, like, we put tablecloths on tables because the leg of the table was so supple that
don't talk about table.
It might incite men to sexual depravity.
Tell me more about this table leg. Was it oak or?
So it was teak. It was quite exotic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is? I think it's rich people in power that are jealous, and I think that's it. Just jealous, powerful people.
Could be it. Yeah. I think that's definitely a probability. So that because the enjoyment of the human body is something you can get for free. It's something that can't really be monetized. So they want to no, this is bad unless you pay for it. Then that's okay.
And there's also they do it all to protect the children, But like a kid sees a boob, they don't even know what the hell. They're like, what is that? I used to get food from there. Like,
yeah,
they're not thinking about table legs at that point in their lives.
No.
So it's a very strange situation that the humans got themselves into.
It's a little peculiar. Yeah. I not exactly sure, but yes, somebody somewhere must be benefiting from it, and well, good on them, I guess.
Table leg makers.
Yeah, Norm Abrams. I used to watch that show with my dad, and he had a way with a lathe, I gotta say.
Wow.
You ever watch New Yankee Workshop?
I think I have a few times. Was This Old House?
Yeah. Well, This Old House was on before New Yankee Workshop was after. Yeah.
It was a twofer.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was a good set. It's a quality block of broadcasting right there. So
take a nap right after that.
Indeed. Now, you are an artist, and I do wonder what the artist community is like in the sewer.
Well, a lot of feces, a lot of mayo. Let's see. There's not much art going on down here. A lot of graffiti, like crappy graffiti. Nothing really too good. I'm way too high class for most of the artists down here. It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, I do enjoy your art. I have to say that very fond of your style, and but yeah, I guess since you're not putting it in, doing it in feces isn't your medium, then it's probably not as popular.
No, there's a lot of critics down here. They're like, oh, that doesn't look like poop or anything gross, so we don't care. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's very rough.
That's heartbreaking. Did you hear about the giant island of fat in the sewers of Britain?
You call them about fatbergs, I think they're called?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's I think it's actually like waste. It's just like wet naps and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And they clog up the drains.
Yeah. It's I guess it's some of that, and some of it is Scratch is back. Hi. So
all hail Lord Scratch.
He
bringeth the beer and the chips.
Bringeth the beer and the chips. Yes. So that's good. It's one of the benefits of being the devil's apprentice is that there is plenty of beer, plenty of chips, and that's nice, you know? So
that is pretty good. That's a nice combination right there. Yeah,
yeah. So it's not bad, but Did you want to say something, Scratch, or
I don't know what to say.
don't know what to say? Well, that's all right. You don't have to talk.
I'm a man of action,
You're a man of action,
not words.
not
He's
words.
a man of action.
Whoa, that was weird.
Whoa, my. So, yeah, no, well, speaking of Scratch and Hell, have you been keeping up with the series Good Omens?
I'm up to episode 3 now,
Mhm.
and it's been very enjoyable so far.
Yeah, I'm fond of it myself. It isn't 100% an accurate representation of hell and demonic life, but it's getting closer than a lot of what we've seen in the past. So,
It shows the bureaucracy of heaven and hell in a very very fun way.
yeah. And I think that a lot of people don't appreciate that is a big part of life here in HE double hockey stick is, there's a lot of law and order and structure. It makes everything run. I mean, oh, sorry.
And how do you trust anybody down there? Seriously.
Oh, you don't. That's just a bad policy to get into. So,
Probably run like Walmart or something.
oh, geez, no, not quite that bad. So,
Oh, also, John Hamm is on that show.
he is, yes.
And I found out John Hamm is just a couple of animals stacked up.
Yes, he's, I believe he is, two dachshunds, and, yeah, he's, a lot of, animals, apparently, are getting into this, human suit phenomenon that I just found out in my interview with Tybalt the cat, that, they are, standing on each other's shoulders and getting into human suits, in order to claim dominance over the world. So,
That Tybalt, he sounded like an evil motherfucker, man. He was
yeah. But he was so cute, though. He was
pretty cute. Yeah, I wanted, cats and rats could get along. Just as long as the cat doesn't try to take over his street in the sewer in the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to say something, Scratch?
Napoleon, I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing now.
I am.
At first, you interviewed a goat and a fish,
Yes.
and then a cat.
Yes.
And then, are you not interviewing a rat now?
A cartoon rat that runs a podcast. It's cool.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right.
As long as I get the approval, that's good. Whew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Scratch approves of this interview, so that's nice. So
That is a good thing.
yeah,
Ooh.
he was a little frustrated with the coyotes. Everything was going good until they started dropping acid. Then things got weird.
Oh, yeah. Coyotes on acid is bad. You don't want to see a rat taking K9 or is it K2,
Oh,
that synthetic
right,
marijuana.
yeah. Jeez.
They get a little crazy. I've got a rat that it's actually my cousin Jimmy.
Oh.
He's a little skittish.
I've heard a couple episodes with Jimmy, and yeah, it's and you know what? I blame the negative media just telling rats that that's all that they can be.
It's true. It's he just needs a proper role model in his life.
True.
And I don't know, maybe he'll be in hell one day. And you just point him in the right direction if he comes down there.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Thank you. Whew.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's going back to Good Omens, it is a better representation than what we had in the past. Like take Spawn, for example, if you've ever seen that film.
John Leguizamo.
Yes.
The crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But their depiction of hell was it wasn't really on point. I think it was kind of pandering to the human audience, what they wanted to see as opposed to what actually goes on. And you can tell the people on Good Omens did their research,
Well, the Neil Gaiman, I don't know that guy. I don't know what dimension he's living in, but he's got his finger on the pulse of something special.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, and he married the girl from the Dresden Dolls, so
yeah. I saw her once in Coney Island performing. She was pretty good. She was
crazy.
pretty good live.
Yeah. We I go out to shows to get bands for the Creeping Wave. We like to introduce new bands, and I know you play a lot of music on your show as well.
A lot of synthwave usually. Anything I could find that's free, because I can't pay for the music. But
Right. So
I heard a couple of really good music on your stuff too. There's the dinosaur. What are they? The lizard dinosaur people?
Yeah. The Digital Lizards of Doom. They're pretty great.
Digital lizards. Yes, they were amazing. I love them.
Yeah, we really like them. They've been on the show a couple of times now, and they're fantastic. And I met Gally, who is one part of that band, at Free Comic Book Day when Scratch took me for that. He's very supportive of the comics and the podcasting and all that stuff. So
good, that's cool.
Yeah. So he took me to that, and she actually had a booth there where she was talking about her band, and I sent her a message, told her what we were doing, and I didn't hear from her for 3 months because I messaged her on SoundCloud. Thinking that's where her music was, so that's where she would. But that's and so she had. So 3 months later, she responded, and I was like, yes, we want you on the show. So we tweaked an episode that I was working on, and there was actually kind of a hiatus in the show that. For a couple of months, because we were really wanting to. She had a new album coming out with Digital Lizards of Doom, and they had some good stuff coming in, and we really wanted to get them on the show and get the song that we got was Famous Monsters. It's a
kick-ass song.
It was a great song, and we were really excited. This season for Creeping Wave, which is coming out in the fall, we're going to have Pink Eye, which is a great local band. They are amazing, very genre fluid. So you never know what kind of song is coming up next. I saw them perform live at the Aztec Brewery, and they were pretty. They play they have accordion, and then they'll have saxophone, and then they'll have just all sorts of crazy stuff going on. One of their
do they wear sunglasses as they perform?
No.
That's gotta be a little goopy then.
Yeah, they themselves don't have pink eye, but
okay. Whew.
Yeah, that would be a lot of commitment to a name.
It's a sticky situation. It's not so good.
Yeah, no, so they're going to be coming on in the first episode, and then we've got Margot McGrath is coming back. We've got we have Dumb Blonde Rapper is coming on. She's slated to come on this season, so she's a new talent that we discovered. She's in Texas, and
awesome.
So we got a lot of talent coming in that we're really excited for. And always looking for new bands, so, feel free to message me. Don't call me, because I think our phone line is haunted.
Well, that's I'm calling you then.
You can go ahead if you want.
Like a haunted phone line.
Yeah. Well, we're not exactly sure what happened, but I think that the line for the phone got mixed up with the circle of hell where failed writers go, because if you call, you just hear people trying out new dialogue and sentence structure, and it's a little weird, but
kind of like a million monkeys typing or something
like that. Yeah, they're throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks. But if anybody wants to call our hotline, it is 1-858-651-5050.
1-858. What's the rest? I have a short memory.
Oh, I'm sorry. 651
51
5050.
50. All right, I got it. I got it in my Rolodex now. So 1-858-651-5050. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Go ahead and give a call. We haven't been very successful in either getting these writers to shut up or to respond to us. So we're not sure they can hear us. We're not sure what's going on with that right now. But they're kind of stuck in a creative limbo, is what we surmise. But we're working on it, trying to get the phone lines back up. I know you take calls on your show, which sounds terrifying. So.
Oh, it's great. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, it makes doing the show so much easier because then I don't have to talk and there's other people talking. But and the best part is I get to hang up on them.
Oh, the power is all in you.
It's a very powerful feeling just to hang up on somebody in mid sentence.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a little evil, but hey.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta hang up on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the last person I hung up was my friend Chuckles, actually, who called me. And I should have been tipped off that he was not himself human from the name. But, yep, 4 cats in a man suit.
Oh, man. There's so many, like, these. I don't have these animals are doing all these, like, standing on each other's shoulders. There's got to be some really strong ones at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, basically his was set up. There was a little bicycle that controlled the legs, and then there were 2 who kind of sat on either side and had kind of like a rowing machine that they used the arms, and then they would take turns going up to the head and kind of looking out and providing the voice and things like that. But I feel like in a relationship, when you reveal that part of yourself to someone, you can't just pick up where you left off. You know, you really
it's a family at that point.
And when he made that revelation to me, I felt kind of I sort of felt like I had been deceived, like everything had been built on a lie because, you know, I had believed him to be a human being. And so, long story short, I don't really date men anymore because that's not the first time that happened.
Just date the animal on the bottom. He's the strongest one.
Oh, that's actually probably a good idea.
I'm going to try that out from now on. I'm going to shake people's feet and be like, hello.
Oh,
Work my way up.
No, that's not a bad policy. I never trust a person in a trench coat who's oddly shaped. So...
It could sell you a good watch, though. You never know. You might get a good deal on a watch. Or...
I might be missing out. You know, the watch of my dreams could be in one of those oddly shaped coats somewhere, and it's just 2 ships passing in the night.
In hell, is there a time zone down there, or is it like always daylight type of deal?
You know, we have hellish time.
We have hellish time.
And it basically is its own time zone. And but the different portals of entry, which we can take to go to the human world, it's a little bit like if you've ever seen Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
And so we have to be conscious of the time zones there because you don't want to just like pop into somebody's, you know, tea room in the middle of the day and people see you and it's a big to do and you have to explain, well, there is a portal of hell under your kitchen sink and that's where it came from. So, yeah.
Well, you know, if you pop out and you scare the shit out of somebody, you can make some jilly juice and
that's
you're
true.
Good to go. You could go on a diet and so you could gather a whole bunch of good stuff there.
Yeah. I guess Jilly is under investigation right now because a couple of the people who tried her diet died, oddly enough. You wouldn't think drinking gallon upon gallon of salt water every day would have such negative effects, but...
Not called a diet for nothing.
So, yeah, but very interesting woman. But you know, good for her. She's got something that she believes in, and she's bringing it to the people, and if they're stupid enough to fall for it, then so be it, I suppose.
At least she'll go down in the annals of time, or
that's true.
Something like that.
Very, very true. Now, you, being a cartoon rat, you've never had to assume a human suit or anything like that. You more or less just show up.
I sneak around. Yeah, I just go there. I sneak around. You know, I'm good to go.
Oh, see, there you go. See, now that's the way to do it. That's really the way to do it. I feel like a lot of people just nowadays, they've lost the art of stealth. So,
but then again, I do have a whole bunch of weird sewer scientists down here. I basically work for the Dark Sewer Network, and they have scientists, and I think that they could probably whip me up, like a human suit, like a big robot that I could probably get into the brain of.
Oh, well, see, there's an idea.
I gotta talk to them some more.
Yeah. I mean, you could do conventions and stuff like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. Oh, currently, right now, I do use a human filter on YouTube or Twitch. So if you see me there, I try to look like a human because sometimes seeing a talking rat, it's a little mind blowing. So,
Yeah, I could
you know,
understand that.
but thank God for filters.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't take pictures without them.
Eh,
Yeah, it's there's no point. But yeah, it's I don't
Who
know.
knows who anymore?
That's
We're
true.
all we're all filters today.
That's true. That's true. So why
It's a bit
would you
extreme.
want to see the decrepit, disgusting body that lies beneath the filter when you could see something beautiful and magical that is soothing to the eye? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
a pleasant lie.
Oh man, that
Mm,
sounds nice. I
it
need to
is.
put some filters on these table legs that I got around me.
Oh, geez, yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
They.
and
Ooh, what
push it over the top.
Ooh, what kind of style of table leg you got there?
I got some. I got a tuna can with some toothpick legs,
Ooh,
but
nice.
I'm sure I could put a filter like an IKEA type of filter on them, make them look
Mm-hmm.
like something Swedish. Ooh,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Those Swedes.
oh
Yeah.
man,
They know what they're doing with the furniture, let me tell you.
oh, they don't know how to name shit though, but they really know how to make it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually we're not fond of IKEA in hell. Actually, we have tried a couple of times to build an IKEA wardrobe or something like that, and it always ends in tears. So,
The drawers are on backwards.
yeah, yeah. Just
Uh,
Scratch weeping bitterly in the corner, and I'm there trying to count through all the nails and screws and figure out why we have so many extra, and it's really
uh,
frustrating. It's just don't. Just we buy a piece of furniture. So,
Pre-built,
yeah.
pre-built.
Yeah, pre-built. So or
Give
yeah. We all have that brother or cousin or something like that who's got too much free time in their hands, and just get them to do it. So, but
It's good. Good point.
mhm. Mhm.
Family, they're there for something.
It's yeah, and why would they be there if not to manipulate? So,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So now, you we had mentioned Tybalt the cat before. You probably have a very different view of the feline community than a lot of humans do.
It's not really. They are cute as fuck.
Yeah.
It's, but sometimes they try to take over your turf,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I hate them. Only when they try to do that. If they try to take over your turf, then these cats need to go. But if they're just being cute and letting you scratch their stomachs, oh man, I love trying to scratch their stomachs.
They really are cute and fuzzy and soft and yeah. I'm a big fan of the fluffiness, but I could understand. Have you had any family members who were eaten by cats?
Oh no, you see, got it all. Most cats are lazy. Like
Yeah.
I was listening to this Tybalt thing here,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Oh, my first kill was like a little roach,"
Yeah, yeah.
and he didn't even kill it. He just smacked it around a little bit.
And that's how he plays. Yeah.
See, I could see these cat. I could talk to these cats. You know, most of the time these cats are very tame. They're chill. You just got to see what kind of mood they're in, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
They're just big squishy pussies. They're good. They're nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. That's been my experience with cats myself. Big fan. They're quite delightful. So they get
The
places.
best part, the
Ooh.
best part about cats is you could leave them alone in a house for like a year,
Mm-hmm.
and they're fine.
Yeah, they'll deal.
Like what? Well, like a dog you have to. It's kind of like it's like cancer, just sucking on your soul the whole time. You can't
Yeah.
leave it in the house by itself. You can't do anything. It's like dogs are stupid.
Yeah, I agree. I
cats.
agree. Yeah.
But it's weird because I just said before, rats are like little dogs. Rats are
Mm.
like little dogs that have souls of cats.
Little dogs that have souls of cats. That
And
that
that's why
really, yeah.
that's why they die so fast.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
Con-
I had heard that you mentioned scientists that somebody at a pet store once told me that the reason that mice and rats die so quickly is because most of them are the progeny of science experiments who were intentionally bred to get cancer and tumors and things like that, and then they just shuffle off the rest of them to pet stores.
Sadly, Nap, you are correct. White rats, that's not natural.
No.
And I had five white rats, and they all grew gigantic cancer. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible. But you know what's really kind of funny though? Rats could live up to 3 years. Like I think in the wild maybe 3 to 4 if it's really lucky. But guess how long a lion could live for? Do you know how long the king of the jungle lives for?
How long?
I want you to guess.
12 years?
Oh, you're pretty damn close. It's like 10 or so.
Huh.
Squirrels live longer than fucking lions. Like, what kind of world is this?
Oh.
It might be because of the natural. I don't know how much a lion in captivity lives for. I should look at lion captivity.
Good to know.
Years to live. It's, I guess, little tips. You know, it's a little factoids.
Right, because they're not exhausting themselves every day. So, running down gazelles and such.
Okay, so my facts are a little bit weird. In the wild, they could live about 15 years. In captivity, 30 years. So that sounds about right. That sounds like a regular house cat almost.
Yeah. My last cat, Banshee, she actually passed away at 22. So
that's pretty damn old for a cat.
Yeah. She lived a good life. So she was fun. Loved to party. So that was She had a fine collection of wigs that she really liked sporting, and you know. Who's gonna stand in her way? I'm all for creative expression, and
yeah,
very nice. So, is there a cat there, or is that you using your power of imitation?
Oh, that was my power of imitation. I did have a pet cat once, and his name was Hoover.
Oh,
because he would eat everything. You know what he liked to eat? He liked to eat plastic bag handles.
Yeah, Banshee did that too. It's weird.
Also, comic books. Like,
that's not good.
No, not the comic book itself, but the plastic wrapper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why do cats eat plastic? What is wrong with them?
I think it might have something to do with, it might be processed in the same way that gelatin is with animal connective tissue. So it's
kind of like I'm eating an animal over here.
Yeah, so it might have, they might smell something in it, but not every cat that I've had like that, but yeah, Banshee definitely was all about plastic bags, and we had to hide them from her, but then we'd hear her rustling and be like, yeah, she's in the plastic bags again.
And then they poop out a whole bag handle?
Yeah, that's not great. So.
That was a little disturbing, but hey, you know.
You know, at least you know that their digestion is healthy, and
it's kind of like the Ultra Cleanse, the Master Cleanse. It's we should sell that. Hey, Nap, did you hear eating plastic bag handles will make you thinner?
Yeah, has all the nutrients that you need. So it's fantastic.
Make you feel full.
Yeah. I heard for a while that people were eating clay actually to do that. Have you ever heard of it? It might just be an urban legend.
I think I heard that there. I did hear something kind of like sad, like kids in third world countries would make dirt cookies and stuff.
Yeah,
that's kind of crappy. And then there's those people that have I forget the name of the mental disease, but they like to eat like toilet paper and paper.
Pica. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
pretty strange.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do if I was around somebody who just like busted out a roll of toilet paper or. It's like, well, you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to order a coffee, but you look like you've got it under control, so that's great. So good on them, you know. So,
well, after having like a Jilly juice, you might need to eat some toilet paper.
You might. You might need to really stock up on toilet paper. That's when you make the Costco run for toilet paper. So. Yeah. But No, never tried chili juice myself. It's yeah. It's because I have to work and I have to speak to clients and stuff like that, and they get weird about it when you're on the toilet. So
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, that's no bueno.
No, FaceTime calls from the toilet get a little weird. So, but maybe the attitude towards that is changing and becoming more accepting. I don't know. So, no,
It is almost 2020.
it is. It is. So, but so now we know that the Octarians, the lizard people, and the cats are trying to overthrow humanity. Nah, not that you necessarily have a dog in this fight, but who are you rooting for?
Well, I'm rooting for the Octarians because basically they're a bunch of they're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
So if they win, it might be good for us. They have a lot of technology.
Yeah.
They'd probably bring it here. They'd be like, "Oh, you're." They'd probably call us their slaves or something, and then they'd give us free stuff. We'd have like replicators from Star Trek and whatnot. It'd be great.
I would be happy with that. Yeah. So I think that if you give me a replicator and just lock me in a room, I'm pretty much good.
Oh man, yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
But the lizard people, I don't know what's wrong with that. Are they here already? Are they underground? Are they skinned up as humans or?
Apparently, they have belts that allow them to change the way that they're perceived, change their energies so that our eyes perceive them as being human. Yeah, but they're underground. I actually watched a documentary talking about where they came out of a housing development. They were coming out of holes in the floor and stuff like that. And
Do you think you might be able to come to court with me one day? Because I might have ripped the belt off some chick at a bar once.
ooh,
And I said she was a lizard person, and thought I was doing a little something bad, but I really wasn't just trying to get her pants off. I was trying to see if she was a lizard person.
I got your back. Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
That's
We'll have to
that's
set that up later.
Yeah, it's a perfectly valid thing to do. In fact, I'm surprised more people haven't been doing that. So, but,
I don't know.
yeah, but
She was flicking her tongue at me all night. It was very strange. So I just wanted to make sure. So I just whipped that off of there, and then she called the cops on me.
better
and
safe than sorry. So.
The court date's coming up though.
Yeah. Well, I'll help you out with that. See if we can get Gabe. He makes a very compelling argument on behalf of his people. So, but yeah,
That's
he
good.
might be able to come down and give them a little talking to, straighten things out for you. So, because you were definitely in the right in that situation. So,
These people are out there lying to you. You don't ever know who's telling the truth, and you just got to make sure. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your loved ones, and I stand by that.
absolutely. So, I think so. I do wonder between the Octarians, the cats, the lizard people, and whoever else is in this match, what is to be accomplished by conquering humanity? Because as we have stated before, humans are kind of crap.
They are. Well, the Octarians they're going to want I don't know what they want. They're just stupid. The lizard people probably want our blood or our souls, and the cat people probably want pets and treats.
Yeah, well, I guess in that case, I'm rooting for the cat people because I
was about to ask. I was wondering who you were rooting for. So yeah, cat people. Okay. Well.
Yeah. So I'm all about the cats. So yeah, bring on the cat overlords. But
even after they turn into warrior people, you still down for that?
I don't know. I really liked Thundercats, and I think I would probably be cool with like a planet entirely inhabited by like Lionel and Chitara and people who, because they were breathtakingly beautiful, and if that's what we have to expect, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
What was the bad guy's name in Thundercats again?
Oh,
It was,
Mumra.
Mumra. Why didn't Mumra just get a fucking laser and like point it into a volcano or something? He could have won so easily.
He could have just, they all followed the light.
Yeah,
To
and
their
so-
doom. Oh.
I wonder if that's why they had the lion symbol in the sky was to get all the cats together.
That could be it.
There's deeper meanings that I've never thought about until right now.
That's true. That's true. It's a very poignant show. So, but yeah, and prophetic, it turns out. So, but yeah. So you don't think that any of those dominating forces are going to have any kind of negative impact on rat kind then?
Oh no, we'll be here forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think rats were here around the dinosaur times. They just never mention it. Like, did you ever see Ice Age with we're good to go.
Mm-hmm. So,
we breed, we hide, we eat, we live on.
Yeah. So you're kind of living on the scraps of whatever society calls itself dominant, and you're not really worried about that. You're not looking for power. Yeah.
And if anybody fucks with us, we get the fleas involved, and we don't do business with them. That was the fleas by themselves.
Yeah.
The rats had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Have you ever been infested with fleas?
I'm
sorry if that's embarrassing.
It's a little embarrassing. I might have had worms at one point.
Okay, yeah. Well, who hasn't? So.
It's
Yeah.
Chili juice will do it to you.
It will. That's just, yeah. Goodness. That woman and her juice. But I always think it's a weird name because ghillie juice, not jilly juice, is what they used to call the fuel that they used for torpedoes. It was like an 80 proof grain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the government actually put other agents in it purely for not to help in any way, but purely to keep the soldiers from drinking it. And they would figure out ways to sort of siphon it off and boil off the other poisons and keep the grain alcohol. And,
oh my God. Just give the poor soldiers some alcohol.
Yeah, just let them drink. Just don't make
Sending
them
into
or don't.
And then there's is that like with the ghillie suit? Because the ghillie suit's there too, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they're related, but yeah, the ghillie suit is like makes you look like a big pile of grass wandering.
Like a bush.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know that they're related, but yeah, but that's one of those like little military history facts. That's kind of fun and exciting. So. But, it is a shame that the rats aren't looking to overthrow humanity, because you seem nice. I mean, I'd be cool with you being my overlord.
Oh, well, the rats will take care of you. We're pretty chill creatures over here. We like to partake in sex, drugs, and alcohol.
Okay, see, I can get behind that. So
we're kind of just like rock stars,
Wow. That's excellent. That's fantastic. So... Well, I really like now, if you were to take over humanity, what would the rat agenda consist of?
Well, the rat agenda is well, for me, I don't know if it's for all of us out there, but for me, it would be, we're trying to find the truth. We're looking for the truth. We want to know if there's life out there, if there's life even here, or if there's other dimensions of life. We just want to know, more stuff about things.
It's a good policy.
So when we take over, we're just gonna ask people stuff, and that's about really it. Whoa! I just saw Dr. Phil did a show on Jilly Juice. Yeah,
he sure did.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, it's quite a show, and then there is Jeff Holiday is the guy that you'll see on that episode, and he's actually a YouTuber. And he does a whole series. It's called A Song of Salt and Poo. And yeah, and he describes what Jilly Juice is and talks about how it's not effective and that it's causing actual problems. And I guess the biggest issue that he talks about is that people are giving it to their children. Jilly claims it can regrow limbs, it can cure autism, cure retardation.
She might be a lizard person.
Yeah. It can also cure homosexuality. I'm not sure how it does that, but
cure it. What's wrong with
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, yeah, I used to love to high five dudes. I still do.
High fiving. So that's a good night. Just high fiving.
I'm not talking with my hands either. Like with my tail. No. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
I'm I'm open to whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Hey, why
Yeah.
not? So,
Huh?
you only live once, and just why not be open to all those experiences that you can just welcome into your body, all the different sensations? What's wrong
Napa,
with
I'd
that?
hate to throw this wrench into your gears right now, but you
Oh,
might live more than once. You were talking to a cat the other day.
I was.
Those motherfuckers live 9 times.
You
That's why
and
they're
I regret I didn't ask him about that. Yeah.
that's why they're such jerks because they keep living and dying and living and dying. They'll do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a similar situation in that I keep losing my memories and getting kind of reacclimated in a different life by those of my ilk. And well, if you listen to Creeping Wave, we've discussed it briefly, but yeah, and so I'm not a big fan of it. What I'm looking to do is maintain my memories, so I keep a journal. And I, do the reminders on the iPhone are very helpful. That kind of thing. I've got like 6 million of them at this point, but yeah, so it just kind of helps Santia keep you on track, and so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna be getting into that a little more in depth on season 3 of Creeping Wave. Gonna be talking about that phenomenon, the amaranthines. So if
Well,
you
oh
oh
man, Nap,
oh yes
I got the dark sewer scientists. They're tapping on the glass window
oh
right now.
oh, I am so sorry. I should probably let you
Is
go.
is there
Goodness.
any other questions that you
You
have?
know what? No, I was just rambling, and you know what? I should let you get on with your business. We have been talking for an hour and 22 minutes, so yeah, that is well long enough. And
Uh, well, before I go, call Nick the Rat Radio at 917-719-5923 and tune in every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
okay. Oh my.
That's whoa. I'm sorry I'm cutting the interview short. You don't have to break things.
No, no. Somebody on the outside of the house just hit our window.
Are you
But
serious? Wow.
yeah, well, hell is a rough neighborhood. they they want attention. That's all it is. So I'm gonna let you go and attend to whichever little hell spawn is up to their antics outside right now. So
Awesome. Well, if you ever want to talk again, I'm sure we could set up another time to talk.
okay, great. Okay, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and bye.
Bye. Moo. I cannot hear you. I don't know if you could hear me.